understand if this is like a side effect of like asthma or something. Because I used to have asthma. Well, maybe I still do. I don't really know. But, oh, my Snoopy cup's still here. Is there any tea left in it? Cup of tea? Wait. There actually is tea. Oh my god, there's still tea. Oh, this is that weird cold tea that I made hot. Wait, no, but this isn't hot anymore, so like... Nope. Oh. That's nasty. Oh. Ugh. It's nasty. Why did I do that? I'm an idiot. Okay. I don't know if this is like a side effect of like having asthma when you were a kid or something, but I think I've talked about this before, but sometimes when I take showers, like, especially if they're really long and hot, out of context, that probably sounds disgusting. Or maybe it's just my dirty ass mind. But, like, if I'm in showers that are, like, for a long time, and I usually take hot showers, like, I'll start, like, getting dizzy, and, like, I'll see, like, spots, although if I'm in the dark, like, I'll see white spots, but then if I'm in the light, like, I'll see dark spots. It's really weird. And then, like, I'm, like, dizzy, kind of, too, and, like, I can't breathe. And so I have to get out of the thing, and usually, sometimes if I catch it early enough, like, I can, like, just turn the fan on and open the bathroom door, and it'll be okay. But if I don't catch it early enough, like, I'm literally, like, dying almost, and it's, like, terrifying, and, like, sometimes I can't, like, usually I have to, like, literally, like, lay down and, like, breathe for, like, at least 10 minutes for it to, like, calm down. Actually, I don't really know the time frame because I don't really pay attention to the time frame because I'm, like, literally trying to breathe and see and, like, you know, like, not fall over and faint, you know? It's really fucking scary. And, I used to, like, not think it was that big of a deal, but, like, I kind of realized maybe that's why I kind of stopped taking showers, because just, like, it happens at least every other time I take a shower. And it's kind of scary, and I'm just kind of, like... But then I get over it, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. But, like, I feel like they're getting longer now. Like, my little periods where I almost faint, and it's, like, it's scary. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, and then I talked to my dad about it, and, like, I told you about how he's, like, a medic. He's a sergeant medic in the army, and, or a medic sergeant. Wait, no, sergeant medic, I think. He's, like, a first sergeant medic, yeah. Something like that. And, so he, like, knows a lot about medical stuff and stuff, so I usually talk to him whenever I have anything, like, that I'm questioning medically. And this is something to do with the vaginal area. You know, typical girl stuff. Like, no one wants to talk about that with their dad. That's just weird. Even if he's a medical professional somewhat. He never really took schooling for it, but, like, he's, like, learned, like, a lot of the basics. And knows a lot of medical facts because he, like, had to study it in, like, army classes and drill, and, like, he had to, like, learn it, like, basic, like, military first aid and stuff, and, like, he knows a lot because he was, like, a medic, so, like, you know. He basically has the same training as an EMT, which is, EMT is, like, the person who drives the paramedic. So, paramedic. He's basically like a paramedic, but for the military. And he's a sergeant. First sergeant, I think. Anyways, so I usually talk about medical stuff, and so I told him about my little weird, like, fainting spouts when I take a shower that's really long, and he's just like, oh, that's weird. He's like, usually when you're in, like, a hot, steamy area, like, it, like, helps you breathe. It doesn't, like, prohibit your breathing. And he was like, you said you were dizzy too, and I was like, yeah, and he was like, oh, I don't know. And he was just like, just take shorter showers. I'm just like, right, thanks, Dad. Like, shorter showers. Do you know me? Like, I am the queen of fucking laziness and relaxation. Like, hello, you're not gonna make me take a shorter shower. Like, so I still take hot, long showers, and they're occasionally, like, literally every other shower I have, like, I fucking, like, have that little weird faint spout thing. And, like, first I was able to, like, brush it off because it wasn't that serious. But, like, recently I feel like they've been getting longer. And, like, it's, like, getting, like, it used to be just a few spots, and then I would just get a little bit dizzy, and then I would be able to, like, collect myself. But now it's, like, literally, like, almost blacking out, and then, like, having to, like, literally lay down and sit down. Lay down. I can't sit down. Like, I'm still, like, tipsy if I sit down, so I have to literally, like, lay down and breathe for, like, I don't know how many fucking minutes until I, like, collect myself. And I, like, have to close my eyes usually, too. Because, like, it's just so disorienting to, like, not be able to see any fucking thing. And, like, it's weird. It's almost like when... It's almost... I was gonna say it's almost like when having a panic attack, when you're, like, of shortness of breath and you start, like, seeing, like, black spots and you're just, like, so, like, scared. But that's different because when you're having a panic attack, it's, like, fear that's causing this. And so you're, like, your breath, like, your shortness of breath is, like, very short spurts, and it's because you're hyperventilating, and, like, the black spots are, like, more of, like, everything, like, zooming in and out when you're having a panic attack. At least personally for me, that's what it's like. And then when I go through these spouts, it's, like, literally, like, almost like I'm dehydrated or something with the black spots, because I've fainted from being dehydrated before. So I know, like, what it feels like to, like, faint from dehydration. So, like, I know the black spots, like, that's, like, a sign of dehydration. But the shortness of breath, it's really weird because it's, like, it's almost like I'm breathing, but, like, I can't, like, feel myself breathing, and it feels like I'm not breathing. So it's not hyperventilating because I'm not breathing too fast. It's just that, like, no matter how much air I consume, like, I can't, like, it doesn't feel like I'm breathing oxygen, and it doesn't feel like I'm breathing at all, even though I can clearly feel myself breathing. And it's really weird, and I don't understand, and it's really scary because if you think about it, like, it's like how I would imagine being, like, fucking lost in space would be like, because there's nothing. Well, I mean, I can see stuff, though. Like, it's not complete blackness. Well, I mean, temporarily there is. Like, because it'll be, like, black spots that just get bigger and bigger, and then, like, randomly there will be, like, black, like, total black, and then it'll go back to, like, the just spots. And then it'll slowly, like, fade the, like, more I, like, relax. And my breathing will get easier. But, like, still, it's fucking scary. Like, I don't understand. Maybe I should see a doctor or something and be like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, help. Like, because I used to love showers. I used to take them every day. But then, like, my hair started getting dry. So I was just like, maybe I shouldn't take showers every day. So I took them every other day. But then, like, I think it's been, like, the past couple of, like, maybe 6 months, I've been having this, like, weird faint thing going on. And, like, periodically, like, progressively, I've just been, like, taking less and less showers. And maybe I think it might be because of this. And I can't believe it took me fucking 6 months to realize this. That the reason I'm not taking showers as much is not because my hair is getting dry, because I'm kind of fucking afraid to take a shower, because I know that at some point this fucking weird, like, faint spout is gonna fucking happen. And it's scary. Like, fuck me. Like, shit. Like, and if I don't, like, catch it in time, like, I could, like, literally, like, know I'm gonna, like, faint and, like, fall down and, like, I've never, like, I've only fainted once in my life, and that was from dehydration. That was because my dad and I were organized. Wait, was it my dad and I? Oh, wait, no. Technically, I fainted twice. But the second time doesn't really count, though. Because, like, it wasn't really fainting. I just, like, really got dehydrated and, like, had to sit down and, like, breathe. Because I was just, like, seeing the black spots, but I didn't actually faint. I just, like, my dad and I were on this really long, hot hike, and he was just like, oh, look at the coyote spots. And, like, he thought it was a cool hike, and I was just complaining because it was fucking hot. And I was just like, boy, would you, like, stop? Like, this is hot. I'm tired. I want to go home. And he's just like, when did you become such a whiner? And I was just like, boy, it's hot. It was, like, fucking 90 degrees, but it was even worse. It felt hotter than that because it was dry, and we were literally on like fucking desert-like ground with little dead shrub-looking stuff and like some, what are those trees called? I want to say Jamaica, but that's not right. They start with a J though, and they're like desert trees. Fuck, I can't remember. But there were those trees too, you could see, but like it was hot, dry, and like I was just like, bitch, I can't breathe, my allergies, like, honey, like it's not okay. And it was really, really, really long too. And he had me like walking, and I was just like, boy, like I want to go home. I'm tired. I want AC. I want something to drink. We had CamelBaks. Well, he had a CamelBak. I didn't have a CamelBak. And then I remember we were walking down this like the longest path of my fucking life. Freaking looked like the highway of hell because it was just like hot, heat, glare, dry ass ground, and shrubs. And I was just like, boy, dying. And he was just like, and then I remember like seeing the black spots and just having to like crouch down and being like, I can't fucking see, like, Dad. And you just like drink water. And so I like gulped a bunch of water down, and then I was like, okay. But like, I was like, do you take me seriously now? Because he thought I was just whining. I was like fucking like not having it. Like, I love hikes, but like that particular hike was way too damn hot. And then another time where I fainted. That time didn't actually faint, but this time I actually fainted, and it was, how old was I don't remember, but I was fucking young, okay? And we went to this like weird like class trip. Was it class trip or was it summer camp? I don't fucking know. It was so long ago. Damn. I don't know, but we were in this like meadow stuff, and like people were messing around being like, ooh, look at the meadow, the snakes. And I was like, no, I'm not going with the snakes. Have fun. And so I was just kind of sitting on the log and just like looking out at people having fun with the snakes. And I was contemplating like being with them with the snakes, but I was just kind of like, I'm okay here in the shade. Because it was pretty hot that day. I think it was like around 102, I think. And the meadow was like in bright sun. And I was just kind of like, they were like, look, garden snakes or whatever. And I was like, honey, no. I'm not going out in the sun. And so I was just kind of sitting there, not doing anything. And like, for some reason, I was the only one who fainted of dehydration that day. Because they brought this like giant like thing of water. It was like those like cartoon-esque like orange containers that had the little white spout at the bottom. And I remember they were like, this is our only water source. Like, so like anyone who was like thirsty was like wanting to get water. And there was like, unless you're dehydrated, you can't drink it unless we like tell you to. And then like one of the kids said, how do you know you're dehydrated? And they're like, you see black spots. And then so a lot of kids like after like an hour or two of being there were like, hey, I see black spots. Like, I'm going, like, I need water. And they were just like, no, because they didn't believe them. And then me being me was just like, yeah, I'm probably just seeing stuff, because I sometimes can tend to be a hypochondriac, which is like someone who like tricks themselves into thinking they're sick or something and like over exaggerates it, especially when I was younger. It was really big when I was younger. And so I was just kind of like, Angela, they're not going to let you drink water anyways. Quit being hypochondriac. Like, stop it. You're not seeing black spots. You're fine. And then I ended up fainting. Like, oh, goddamn. That was dumb. Dumb kid. Oh, I'm still a dumb kid. But yeah, so those are like the only 2 times that I've ever actually like fainted. I've never like fainted in like stressful situations or whatever. Like, it's only been of like dehydration both times. So, and the first time, the second time wasn't even like really fainting. The first one when I was really younger in that little meadow area was when I actually fainted. Which I probably should have done that in age order, because the one with the meadow was like way before the one with my dad. I don't know why. I thought of the one with my dad first. Okay. But yeah, like, so like I'm not one of those people who just like faints randomly. So like, this is fucking weird for me. And like, I don't get it because I've never had this happen to me before. I might have fainted a lot well, not a lot, but I might have fainted a couple times when I was like younger too, when I was like 7 or 8. No, it was 6 or 7. When I was like living in Virginia and my asthma was really, really bad. Like really bad. Like I was dying bad. I could not breathe at all. Actually, that's what this kind of reminds me of. That's why I kind of thought it was like post asthma, young child asthma thing, because like it kind of feels like that. Because when you have asthma, like you'll go through like breathing spouts where you can't breathe and like you're breathing but like you can't breathe at all, and so you need like an inhaler or something, which was scary as a kid. Like it was fucking scary. And then also like coughing so much a lot. I remember thinking like I just want to like go to sleep, please let me go to sleep, but I couldn't sleep because I just kept coughing and I couldn't breathe. And like it was awful. I think the worst though was when it was really, really late and I was coughing and I would not stop coughing, and it was like wet. And I wasn't sick either, it was just asthma. And like the inhaler like would help, but like it didn't help that much, and like I would just have like I couldn't breathe, and I just kept coughing and I couldn't sleep, so I just kind of like gave up and just laid there coughing and being like I want to go to bed. Like it was so painful, like it hurt. And then my head started hurting too from the pressure of coughing so much. And not being able to breathe too sucked. And then I remember it wasn't really not being able to breathe, it was just like really, 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 really difficult to breathe. And it felt like you couldn't breathe, but you could breathe. It was just really difficult to breathe. And then I was like coughing really, really bad. It was like a really bad hacking fit. And then I started literally choking, and I like legit like was not breathing. And my mom, like, apparently she was awake listening to me cough, and she like bolted upright, was like, honey, what's wrong? And was trying to like help me, and I was just like choking and like couldn't like breathe like at all. Like it was like I'm feeling like my face was blue or something, or red, because I was choking like on nothing, like air. I was choking on air and I couldn't breathe, and it was just like I legit couldn't breathe, and it was like scary. And my mom was like, oh my god, ER. And so we went to the ER, and I don't really remember much. I think like I like fainted or something in the car, and then I woke up like a couple hours later or something, and I was in the hospital, and they said that I had a collapsed lung. And I was like, okay. I was really young, so I didn't really get what that meant. Actually, it wasn't collapsed fully, it was just partially collapsed. I don't even remember which lung it was. And they were like, so yeah, we have to, I can't even remember what the machine was called, but it was fucking terrifying. It was like, I couldn't have any metal on me at all, and they put this like little machine, like it was like fucking weird. It was like sci-fi movie-esque, and I just had to go through this like machine, and they had like is like focusing on my chest area. I don't even remember what it was for. I just remember being freaked out by it. Yeah. And then I don't remember anything else other than like being in bed and like being annoyed because I couldn't leave the bed. I couldn't do anything fun. I was just stuck in bed for like 10 days, I think. I remember the like time frame exactly because like I was so mad because I couldn't do anything and I was really bored. And then like also like when I finally got out, I had to redo fucking kindergarten. I was so mad because I was like, I have to redo a class? Like, what? And then it was also like, my mom was irritated too, and they were just like, well, I'm sorry she missed too much. Like, it was just like, you couldn't have given me homework when I was fucking in the hospital? Like, really? It was weird. Like, I fucking hated it. It was stupid. It is why I should be a junior right now, but instead I'm a fucking sophomore. But I guess it's okay. Whatever. Life gives you lemons, you can make lemonade. Fuck it. God, that saying is just odd. Why would I say that? And then I also remember I would hit, like, there was like this little help button that they had on the armrest, which the armrest is a stupid place to put a help button. I'm just saying. Like, and I moved around in my sleep a lot. I still move around in my sleep a lot. And I would always, like, hit it in my sleep. Sometimes not even in my sleep when I was eating or whatever. Oh, I still remember the food was disgusting. I hated that aspect of it too. I was like 10 days of the torture of doing fucking nothing and being stuck in a fucking bed and eating disgusting food. I'm like, I don't even think my room had a window. I think it just had a TV and this stupid little couch bed thing that my mom just laid on all the time. And I was like, what is this? Like, hated it. But I would always hit the help button in my sleep, and then I remember I would be woken up by a nurse being like, hello? And I would just be like, sorry, it's me again. I accidentally pressed, and just like, oh, okay, good night. It happened like almost every night. The nurse probably fucking hated me. It's like, oh, this dumb bitch again. Really? And then, I also remember I had an IV stuck to me, which IVs are so fucking uncomfortable. Like, I never want to feel an IV in me ever again. They pinch. Like, and it just feels like this weird plastic thing on you, which there is a weird plastic thing on you. And it's just, like, it's uncomfortable, and sometimes it'll get itchy, and, like, it's weird. And then you also, like, see, like, the leftover tape adhesive when they tear it off, and you're just like, ew. Like, it looks gross. And then they put it back on, and you're just like, eh. Like, it's gross. Like, I don't like it. And it's like, ugh, I hated it so much. And then it just, like, anytime you got up or moved your arm a certain way or put it too far, it would, like, pinch or hurt. And you would just be like, damn, I can't move. And, like, I hated that, too. But I remember, there's a point to this IV story. I got up one time in the middle of the night, and I think it was, like, the first couple of days after my little weird, partially collapsed lung thing that they did, where they, like, checked it or, like, did surgery. I didn't even remember exactly what happened. I'll have to ask my mom exactly what happened. Because a lot of it is really fuzzy. Like, I remember certain stuff, and then it'll all just, like, jump forward, and, like, I don't even remember what space of time after it there is, but you can tell it's not the same time, and then there's, like, some other memory that comes up. It's weird. And a lot of it is really insignificant. Like, you'd think I would remember what happened and what they did to fix my collapsed lung, and, like, you'd think I remember, like, driving there being scared, but I don't remember any of that. I just remember choking and my mom waking up being freaked out, and then afterwards the, like, insignificant uncomfortabilities of being in the fucking hospital. But anyways, one of my favorite, like, memories of that I think is just hilarious and so me. It was like the middle of the night. It was like the first or second day, I think, because I was still sensitive, and I think I was like in an ICU or something. But I was still sensitive, and I wasn't, like, supposed to get up, but I really had to pee, and it was like 3 a.m. I remember it was, like, super late in the night, and I, like, had to get up and go to the bathroom, and for some reason there was a bathroom in my room, which is weird because it's a hospital room, so, like, you wouldn't think they would have a bathroom in there, but they did. It was weird. Anyways, so I, like, got up, and I was just, like, my mom helped me out of bed. Also, the bed gowns. I hated the hospital gowns. They were so uncomfortable. And they made you change it every, like, fucking day. And you were just, like, uncomfortable. Because I couldn't do it myself. So, like, my mom and the nurse had to do it for me. And I just felt uncomfortable. Just so uncomfortable. Like, just, ew. And then I didn't take showers or anything for fucking 10 days. It was gross. It was gross. So gross. They also had this jello shit, like, ew. And then the cookies, like, ew. So nasty. Like, they're meat and vegetables, too. They couldn't even be considered meat and vegetables. Like, ew. 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 Anyway, so I remember my mom helped me getting up, and, like, she attached the IV thing to this, like, little walking pole thing, and we had to, like, drag it around, and I didn't like it because, like, it hindered me, and then also, like, it was, like, scraping against the floor, and, like, it made this, like, weird wheelie sound. Like, you know when you're in a shopping cart, and it makes this, like, weird, like, wheel squeak, like, when you get the bad cart? Like, that's what it sounded like, and this was, like, 3 a.m., and I was tired, and I just wanted to pee. And so I was just, like, not happy with the damn IV pole. And so I was, like, she helps me get up and, like, go to the bathroom. Also, I couldn't even go to the bathroom because she had to, like, help me because I was, like, so, like, weak and tired. And she had to, like, help me, like, lower me down and then, like, lift me back up and then, like, guide me to the fucking... I just felt so damn helpless and stupid. And I was just like, why do I feel like a 3-year-old? Like, I don't want to feel like a 3-year-old. I'm a 7-year-old. Like, oh, look at me, so grown up. Like, I just remember that entire experience being, like, the minute I felt, like I woke up and, like, felt okay and, like, wasn't in pain, I was just, like, it was just a hindrance to me, and I was just annoyed about it. Like, I just was annoyed. Like, I was just like, I'm done with this. Like, I don't want this. Like, why are they doing this? Like, I feel fine. Let me go. Like, I want to be free. Like, let me play outside. And, like, I was just so done. I hated it so much, the entire experience. I think my least favorite part, though, was, like, I think every day they would check up on me, and I think it was, like, a form of physical therapy for, like, my lungs, because they would have me blow into this, like, long-ass plastic thing and, like, measure, like, the way I, like, the strength of my blows, I guess. It sounds so bad when I say it, like, blows. Okay, and so, like, it would measure it, like, 0 to 10-ish? I don't really remember the numbers that well. But I just remember it was weird, and I didn't like it. It felt like I was, like, playing a clarinet or something. And it hurt, too. And they said, keep pushing, like, it'll get better, it'll get easier, like, you'll be so thankful for us when you get out of here, blah, blah, blah. And they would always pep talk me, and I was just, like, I was tired. I was just, like, girl, like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, let me go home. And they were like, do you want a repeat of last time? And I was like, no. And they were like, so keep pushing, let's do this. And I was just like, but it hurts. And they were like, keep going. And I was just like, fuck you, it fucking hurts. Except I didn't know any bad languages then. I mean, bad words then. But, oh, God, I fucking hated it. So gross. I mean, it's so painful too. Especially in the beginning. I mean, it got better. Like, I think it got better the second week, but then by the second week, I was just frustrated with myself not being able to blow hard enough. Dirty mind, leave me, please. I hate you. And so, like, I remember in the beginning, I hated it because it was so painful, and I could barely blow. I, like, barely made it to 1. And then towards, like, the end, I would get frustrated because they would, like, give me fake smiles and be like, good, you're doing okay. But you could tell they were disappointed because I wasn't good enough for them to release me or whatever. And I was just, like, frustrated, like, girl, like, it doesn't hurt anymore. Why can't I blow hard enough? Dirty man, can you just please leave me? Like, I don't need you anyways. Like, who needs walnuts? Like, why the fuck do I need a walnut of a brain? Like, stupid. Like, it doesn't need to exist. I mean, it kind of does. It literally controls everything in that fucking body. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Just, like, can we get rid of the dirty brain? Like, can we just, like, find the part of my brain that's, like, consciously making these dirty thoughts and just, like, dig it out? Like, destroy it, please? Like, it doesn't need to be there. It does not need to be there. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself, you know. Normal shit. Like, yeah. So, I don't know. I guess I was a sicky kid when I was younger. Yeah. I don't know. But, like, when I left Virginia, I was, like, better than ever. And rambunctious and, like, stupid and childish and, like, crazy and, like, myself. And, so I wasn't how I was back then. I wasn't wasn't sick anymore, which I was really happy about. Although I remember sometimes when I ran, I think up until I was like 12, I would fuck with people saying that I still had asthma. And I would just like make jokes and they hated me. They were like, Angela's not fucking funny. And I was just like, okay. I thought it was fucking hilarious though. I was such a mean kid playing pranks. I'd be like, oh. It was mean. It was so mean. I'm so mean. Lord help me. Okay. I also remember, I think one of the few times that I actually had something wrong with me was like my first like big run in elementary school. And it was like I was like 8 or 9. I think it was 9 or 10. And it was my first like big run in elementary school, like, you know, like the mile run, which I thought was ridiculous even as a kid. I was just like, why the fuck do we need to run? Like, it doesn't do anything for you. And they were just like, yes, it does. It raises your endurance, blah, 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 makes you stronger. And I was just like, yeah, okay. And I remember it was like our first big run, and I did it, and I was just like not having it. I was in pain. I was just like, bitch, no. Stop. Like, we're done. I'm tired. Like, it hurts. Like, for some reason, it wasn't my lungs that hurt. It was like my chest. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than pain. It fucking hurt. Like, a lot. Like, it felt like someone was, like, sticking 5,000 needles in my chest and just, like, keeping them there. And every breath I took, they just burrowed deeper and deeper into my chest. And I was just like, fuck, it hurts. Like, God damn it. And then I guess when I was running, because I didn't want to stop because, like, I had a couple kids who would, like, tease me a little bit. So, like, I didn't want to stop because of them. And also just to, like, prove myself that I wasn't, like, a sick kid or whatever. I don't know. My thinking process when I was a kid was stupid. I'm just being honest. And so I just kept running, even though it hurt. And they said, because they knew about my asthma when I was younger in Virginia, and they were like, if it hurts, stop and tell us, and we'll give you your, what is that thing called? Asthmatic? No. Inhaler. And, so they said that, but I wasn't listening, and I was just, like, holding my chest, and then I remember, like, they eventually, like, pulled me out and were like, Angela, you need this, like, inhaler. And I was just like, no, I'm fine. And I was, like, literally, like, bent over, clutching my chest, like, almost crying and being like, no, I'm fine. The logic is just completely gone. And they were like, no, Angela, like, you need to go to the office, like, take your inhaler. And I was like, okay. And then I ended up just staying home. So, yeah, that was fun. I don't think I've ever had any of that other asthma stuff happen, aside from this weird ass shower stuff. But my time is almost done, so you're welcome for this crazy ass story.